How are you?
I'm all right.
Thank you so much for doing this, by the way. I really appreciate it. You're super busy.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You know, anytime for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I first heard about you through my buddy PJ, our mutual friend PJ Braun,
Yeah.
and started seeing you competing. I started seeing what you were doing on stage, and I was just blown away because of the fact that you actually turned pro a lot later than most people. So how did you get started bodybuilding? Like, at what age did you discover the sport?
I started in 2017. I think I was 38.
Wow. And what I think is so cool though is that you started and you turned pro. You turned pro as a masters, right? A masters level competitor.
Yeah, at the universe.
But then instead of doing what most masters amateurs that turn pro do, you didn't go to the masters. Instead, you competed with guys that are like, 10, 20, 30 years, well, 10 or 20 years younger than you easily, right?
Yeah. I want the competition. I ain't gonna say it's easy because you're a master, because evidently you see what's happening.
Right.
Hey, I just wanted that competition to see how I stack up with the rest of the guys.
And stack up you did. I mean, like, I know I saw the one with you and the bull, may rest in peace. That was pretty close. I don't know what year was that in Tampa.
That was 2020.
That was like very close. And of course we all missed the bull, and he really honestly could have been up there, with Sean and Kamal, but you really pushed him though. I mean there's just no doubt about that.
Yeah, me and him, we talked backstage, and like when it was finals, we talked backstage, and I talked to his coach Justin. Me and Justin, that's my guy. Me and Justin still tight to this day because of, like, I was just looking at him like, hey, what you done did? He came back looking like a whole nother man after prejudging.
Right.
Justin told me what he did for him, and I looked at him, I shook my head, I said, well, it is what it is. I'd seen him in it though, but George was a good competitor, good man though.
And so unexpected too. I mean, that's what I couldn't wrap my head around, because you guys like look like the epitome of health and wellness, but when you're about to hit the stage, that's when you're actually your weakest, right?
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know what we go through to get in shape like that. It's doing it as an amateur level. Okay, you go through some things, but doing it as a pro, and when you get down like that, you look your best, but you at your worst. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, we smile and look like we can lift all the weights in the world, but in the inside we be toe up.
And when you say you guys smile too, that's something that I really have trouble wrapping my head around, is the fact that how hard the 212 guys, you guys work, and how well you all get along. You don't have like this pettiness of open bodybuilding or especially men's physique. You all get along. The camaraderie is second to none, and you guys put on such a great show. And I feel like you guys really don't get the marketing love that you deserve.
Yeah, we overlook cause we don't weigh as much as the open, or we ain't classic, but we still bodybuilder. We get out there, we work just as hard as anybody else or harder. And when you see us on stage, watch us on stage. Okay, I understand people say it's a competition, but you ain't got to be a butthole while you on stage.
Right.
And you see us put it like this: at every show that I do, just look at the shows I done done and look at what happened on stage. I grab guys, bring all the guys together. I'm up there talking to them and everything else. You can ask anybody that compete against me, what do Bo Lewis do on stage? It's like I be coaching them on stage. Hey, breathe. Hey, squeeze. Do this, do that. That's why we all get along. Cause we understand it's a competition, but it ain't, nothing to get into a description about. Cause we all do the same work. We lift weights, eat, sleep, repeat.
Definitely. And I hate comparing people. I don't like comparing people. But you, if you don't mind the comparison, remind me a lot of Charles the Tank Dixon, because you're just so supportive of everybody, and everybody in 12 is like that. But you especially are very supportive. PJ always told me about that as well. And I think that's really, because it's really not you against the next man. It's you against you, right?
Yeah. You can't go in there and think like, oh, this dude or this dude. No, like me, when I said I want to do one show in bodybuilding. I did my first show and I won. So, and just not winning the show, I won in life general, period. Cause I did my first show. I had the nerves to had the, you know what I'm saying, to get on stage and do it. So to me, I won already. It don't matter if I would have got on stage and placed last, but I still won. So that's how I look.
Absolutely, absolutely, and also too, just I'm not trying to take any digs at anybody else, but like again, the 212 really could be a model for the open and for all the other divisions. I've never heard. I won't say who said it or when it was said, but I've never seen a 212 competitor say, "Oh, I won that show at 60%." I've never ever heard a 212 bodybuilder express themselves like that, because A, that's disrespectful to everybody else you compete against. It's disrespectful to the show you just won. It's just trash. I mean, and I've never heard a 212 pro talk like that ever. So I just think you guys honestly really like are setting the example. I don't know why they removed it from the Arnold Classic. Honestly, don't know why, and I wish it would come back.
Yeah, to me, it's like I went to the last one that they had. I think it was 2018, I think, and I went to this show. And after, I think Kamal won the last one.
Yeah.
After that, it was no longer. I don't know if they looking at it like because of Flexx and Jose and all them gone, but to me, you got to give the ones who here, give them a chance, make so they can make a name. You never know what'll go on. It can be somebody from the 212. You win an honor and you get just as big as Chris, you know what I'm saying, or Brandon or Ramy. You don't know because you ain't giving them the chance. But
And that's the thing. I mean, you got to market somebody, and like they just. I'm not saying who they is, but or who they are, but they just don't. It's so easy to market the 212, in my opinion.
yeah, the 212 it's a good category. I'm talking about for real. Me, I like the guys who I compete against. I like Sean. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you I don't like nobody in the 212 because everybody I done talked to turned out to be cool guys. I like Derek. I talked to Derek. I talked to Sean. Only one I ain't really talked to was Kamal, but it's gonna happen, Just how things is. You just got to get things time. But a lot of guys, Carrie, Bonzo, that's my guy.
And I certainly hope that you talk to Kamal, because I think you turned pro later than most. He's 53, I think, and he's in contention to win it again. I mean, he's age is just a number with that guy. He's like the Dexter Jackson of the 212.
Kamal still look good. Kamal look at him what he did in Tampa this year. What he did in Texas this year. Kamal look good. You can't say age or this year or that. No, age is what you think of.
Yeah, I love Akeem, I do, but Tampa was a little bit of bullshit though, because Kamal really, honestly, that was his show. I love Akeem. I congratulate Akeem, but that was Kamal's. I mean, he just looked that good, and then Sean over at Reno. I mean, beating like Sergio, like whole 100 pounds heavier, and he just destroyed all of them.
I had Sean winning from the jump. When I seen Sean, I seen him come out. I'm like, yeah, this Sean show. A lot of people say, well, he little. Size don't necessarily mean that you can't win.
Right.
Look at 2008. Mr. Olympia. Look at what Dexter Jackson did to Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is my guy. I can call Jay up anytime I want to. Jay gonna answer the phone. Jay a good man. And like Dexter, I can hit Dexter up and ask him something. He gonna answer the phone. He gonna answer me. But size don't always mean because you the bigger man, you the best man. No, that ain't how it goes in bodybuilding. And for Sean show you that every year.
I still think a Flex Lewis, like in his prime, if he would have been able to do the Olympia, if they had given him a special invite, not made him wait so long, he could have destroyed Big Ramy.
Yeah, I seen pictures of Flexx Lewis probably about between 225 and 230. If Flexx would have competed, I don't have a doubt in my mind that he wouldn't have won Olympia.
Me neither. Like they would have lights out.
Yeah, it was he complete. You know how you can look at certain people, you can pick them apart a little bit. With Flexx, between that picture I seen, nah, you can't. You'll say something, but is that really what you think? Or you saying that because you don't like him? But a real fan of the sport, you know what you're looking at. He was just that good when I seen him on the pitch.
Exactly. And to your point as well about Jay, and Jay is a heck of a nice guy. And I would love to see, I mean, great champion, but I would love to see, you know, Jay Cutler, Flex Lewis, people like that brought in to help market the 212 and bodybuilding. I think they would have some amazing new ideas, but I don't know, like, if that would ever happen, but I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, it's like you don't get enough people really speak on the 212. You know, we can go up and weight and do the open class if we want to, but because of some of the open people can't come down, well, I ain't gonna say can't come down, cause if you want to do the open class, lose the weight. I mean, you want to do 212, lose the weight. A lot of them guys is barely taller than I am, but they complain about we shouldn't be able to do the open. Why not? We grown men. So if we can get up there, we can do it. Y'all can lose weight and get down to the 212 y'all want to. Kevin Levrone, every year Kevin Levrone on the off season, what he did? Lost weight. Got down about 200 pounds. He can do it, they can do it. They just, you know, they don't, I think a lot of people got something against the 212. To me, it don't matter, you know, we all grown men. That's your opinion. We still gonna be here. We still gonna be able to do the open if we want to, cause it's open. We still gonna be 212.
I love the fact that Sean did what he did and Kamal did what he did, you know, because it proved that, like you said, you guys can jump up if you wanted to. But I think the 212 is perfect. I think the 202 was a little too light. The
Yeah.
212 affected it. It's perfect as it is. Why they don't promote it the way they should, I don't know. But like, you won the New York Pro. That's a huge title. So in my opinion, you got the Arnold. Well, you got the Olympia, you got the Arnold New York Pro. There's no more Arnold. So you basically won the second biggest title in 212. And Steve Weinberger, he puts his blood, you know, heart, blood, soul into that show. And you go to the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, 212 is you know, bigger than sliced bread. So I mean, clearly you got to know what you're marketing, and he knows, you know.
Yeah, see, I love that show. That's the show I always wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how big New York is. And I wish it would have been up there. So, because I would love to get in front of their fans and hear how they react. From the stuff I used to listen to, the old videos and stuff, when Warren Diesel won and stuff, they be hyped. They get hyped for bodybuilding.
Oh yeah.
I know just going up there competing as a 212 and winning it, what the crowd would have been like then.
I mean, even when they were trying, whoever they may be, were trying to kill women's bodybuilding. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, it was like the felt form. It was selling out venues there. I mean, it's because they know they love bodybuilding there. They just love it. That's why people drive 3, 4, 5 hours to go to train at Bev's, is because that is the mecca. Like Gold's Gym, that's like maybe that was the mecca 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but Bev's is the mecca right now. That's why everybody wants to be there.
Yeah, I got to get up there. I ain't never been up there, so I'm really missing out. Yeah, I know, but I got to get up there, you know, and I'm trying to go up there for about a good week and spend some time up there and let Steve critique me a little bit, cause I know he gonna be hard on me. I don't want that good stuff. I want the, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I'm gonna try to get up there about a good week and go train, catch just
Yeah,
enough to train with him.
absolutely, absolutely. So with regards to you, I mean, like, you know, I do want to talk about 2022, but also going back to after you turned pro, you did a hell of a lot of shows, huh?
Yeah, I did. As soon as I turned pro, I did Tampa that year.
Hmm.
I knew my body wasn't ready, but you know, I still did. Because I wanted the experience of seeing what everybody else looked like. And once I seen 2019, I came back, and really that was my like first open show, well, first show really. I did Puerto Rico, and I played second to Eduardo that year. You remember what happened after that, though? You know, well, before that, he did New York, and
Oh, he was dangerous, yeah.
he came to do Puerto Rico that year. So I placed second to him. I went on, did Chicago after that. And I don't understand Chicago because I'm in first call out, the morning, the night, I play 7. So I'm like, okay. Then yeah, so after that I did I did Tampa, yep, 2020
Mm-hmm.
with George. Then I did New York place. I won that one. Tampa Tampa in 2021 and came back this year. Second in Puerto Rico, won Chicago. So I've been trying to compete as a consistent basis. If I'm gonna do one show, I'm trying to do another show. So
And you keep coming back. That's the thing. I mean, somebody like, his first call outs and is out of the top 6, you're like, they're gone. You know what I mean? But you keep coming back. And that's a true, to me, that's a true testament of a pro. You know what I mean? That's what separates a pro from, others, an amateur or whatever. You keep coming back. And you're doing tough shows because, like I said, you got Olympia, Arnold, New York, and then, Tampa and Chicago are probably the next step. I mean, so you're not doing like, a show in Timbuktu. I mean, you're doing like, tough shows where that the lineups are going to be deep and you're going to have to fight.
yeah, I love that competition. I don't want to get up there and when they do start talking about me, they be saying, "Oh, that was an easy win." And they'll talk about you if they feel the win easy. But when you win a show, you in the 212, they really don't want to talk about you. They'll put you on there for a day and you gone off social media or whatever. But you know how it is.
You know, Bo, I wish, and I like Derek. I do. I give him a little crap because he didn't qualify. He didn't. I don't want to. Everybody knows my feelings on that, but I wish he would have. He could have pushed the 212 a little bit more, a lot more actually. If he would have done what Sean did or Kamal did with their 1 year, because everybody loves Derek. He's like, he's like it. He's got that it factor. I understand him wanting to go to open, but I just wish he would have done a little bit more because I think he could have put it more on the map.
Yeah, Derek could have, you know what I'm saying, did the same thing I think Flex did. He could have made the 212 something really to talk about.
Yeah.
But we all got decisions to make, and he made his, so we just
Yeah.
got to keep pushing in. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, the Olympia is wide open this year.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm not training to see where I place or just go in there and what I'm saying, not giving my all. I'm going in there to win just like every other show.
And that's how it's got to be. I mean, I'm trying to make it all like a Sean Kamal thing, hoping that maybe if they promote, because the thing is, I just want them to promote the 212 Olympia. You know what I mean? And that would be an easy way to do it. But really, every athlete should get promoted. But I just don't understand. If you don't promote it, it's not gonna blow up. That's the thing.
Exactly. How people gonna know who this person is or who that person is? Because they don't really get talked about. It shouldn't be because you win a show you get talked about. No, talk about everybody. I ain't saying you just got to be out there and give a full segment of the person. Just mention their name or whatever, and
Right.
on to the next person. But
And,
it's the same. Like everybody got their favorites. You know what I'm saying? So when you get out there and you do something, you do good, and you ain't the favorite of them peoples, you ain't getting no recognition. But if
right.
you the favorite of them people, oh, they finna blow you up. You finna get talked about worldwide. Everybody's talking about you.
Absolutely. And the thing is, look, I think what you guys are doing, hopefully the marketing will come around and you guys will get the love that you deserve. Hopefully your prize money will also go up because you guys are a bodybuilding division. You're not men's physique or you're a bodybuilding division. And it's like you're making like a tenth of what open makes. But there's money to be made in the industry through sponsorships and contracts. And so you can make up for it. But, my thinking though, is that hopefully, you guys will get the love you deserve doing it the way that you do, because you're never going to slum it. You're never going to trash each other at the press conference, trash each other on social media. That's not how you guys roll.
Nah, if you look at mine, I show love to a lot of guys. Derek, Awesome, that's my guy. Jason, Low, that's my guy. I got a lot of guys that around that we can kick it anytime they can pick up their phone and call me whenever they want to. I'm talking about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning they want to. I'm answering the phone for them guys. It's 212. We got some good dudes out there. You'll never, I ain't gonna say you'll never, but if you ever seen anybody up there talking negative about somebody, I ain't never seen it.
Right.
But other categories, that's what they do. They got to talk about the next man or the next woman, you know, to get a little light shine on them. But we ain't doing that. And you can take the like in a 212 competition, 1 through 10, always in good shape. Always.
No bubble guts, no distension.
1 through 10 look good, always. I'm talking about them guys know what it takes to bring it, and we bring it. We ain't like some of them categories to where, okay, no, this dude here, that dude there. No, we bring it every time, and we put on good shows. So why not give us more recognition?
Absolutely. Well, maybe Bob Ciccarillo's watching. You know, Bob's got a lot of power. Maybe he can do something for us or for you guys. I say us because I'm a fan. I'm with you guys, but hopefully. And you know, I got to tell you, there's a couple of really good shows. Fuad Abia with Bro Chat is killing it, and Xavier Wills with Bodybuilding University, and Martin Fitzwater, Martin the Martian Fitzwater. They're killing it. So you know, there's some new shows that are really hitting the scene and. You know, they're not backed by the big magazines. They're like standalone shows, and they're doing amazing. So hopefully they'll have some of the 212 guys on there as well, you know?
I ain't seen it yet, but you know, I watched them guys. I like them guys too, though. You know, me and Martin go way back to 2018. Me, him, and Brett. We competed at Junior Nationals together when Brett was doing classic and Martin was doing bodybuilding.
Nice.
We competed back then, and that's how we still know each other to this day. But you know, some of them shows, it's like, put it like this: you doing the show. Okay, it's cool to have open on there, but you're making it look like you don't like the 212. You ain't putting no 212 guys on there.
Yeah.
So, no, come on, man. Show some
Yeah.
love. If you don't like 212, cool. Just say you don't like 212.
Right.
Or that would it seem like to me, because I ain't seen nobody but Keon on there. Well, Keon on one show.
Yeah.
And, you know, desktop, Xavier, I love Xavier. That's a good dude, man.
So he's awesome. He's a heck of a good dude. And then there's Evolution Bodybuilding, Kevin Gretsch. He doesn't do a lot of shows, but like they do, but he should. You know, and I think media is so important. Ron at Muscular Development, what they do is fantastic. The only thing with Muscular Development, and I love MD. I'm MD to the core. RX is cool. I'm an MD guy, but to get coverage on MD, usually you have to be linked to a sponsor that advertises on MD, and that's just the nature of the business now. You know, that's just how the business is now, and that's I understand that, but I you know, MD does great work, and but I think that and I buy MD. I think they're great. They're fantastic, but I think what Xavier's doing and what Fuad is doing, I think is just so special because it's really like hitting that social media pulse like head on, and I would love to see you on there. Guy Sister Nino is on Bro Chat a lot. So, I mean, maybe they could have you on or something. You know, I think that's really important. I think that's where it's going to start. If those shows give the 212 love, I think, because and I don't mean to talk so much, but I know that the marketing people at Olympia, Arnold, they look at those shows. So if those shows brought you guys on, that might inspire the big powers that be to show you guys more love, I think.
You know, I done mentioned it before, but you know, hey, it just takes one time. I mentioned one time, you know, I can't keep missing, you know, because you know, I don't know if you forgot or you just ain't interested in me or I ain't your guy. But, you know,
Well,
I mentioned one time and you don't shine, and okay, we cool. We still cool, though, but, you know.
I think those guys, just in their defense, I think those guys are just like they're like Bible University is exploding. I mean, honestly, like I think that they're just probably getting like slant. And but I understand your point though. And then yeah, once you bring it up, if you don't get the you know the follow through, maybe. But I think those guys will reach out to you though. And honestly, they're doing so well. And I think the biggest thing too, Bo, is that what we're doing here. Not everybody can do. I mean, we're holding a conversation on here like we're just, you know, at a coffee shop or something, and there's like people coming in and out. And I think that's like the big thing with a lot of these shows are like, if we bring him on and he's a great bodybuilder, he's got a, you know, does great at shows, but can he talk for an hour? And you can, you know?
Yeah, I got look, I'm long-winded, so I can talk. All this cardio I do, I better be able to talk. You know, I like talking, man. I like, you know what I'm saying, sharing things with my fans and stuff like that. That's why I try to, like, if my fans say something, I try to interact with everybody. But, you know, you got some of them people that you can't just interact with. But
Well, some people have very thin skin, you know, and this is the wrong sport for that. So.
I love this stuff though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you put me on. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you said something to me, hey, let's do it. I ain't got no problem. I love that. Like your stuff is good. You
Thank you.
always speak your mind. You always tell the truth. You ain't sugarcoating nothing. You know, you saying what needs to be said. Now, listen, I appreciate you doing that.
I appreciate you for saying that and for joining me on here. My platform is small, but I got a lot of heart, and I always try to stay real. And you know, like right now, I'm kind of in exile from the contest coverage world, but I'm doing digital. I'm very happy. You know, I don't get any phone calls telling me like I did something wrong, so I'm happy about that. But just to be honest with you, though, it's been a pleasure to have you on. And what do you have planned for the rest of the year? Obviously, Olympia in December again, but what else do you got planned?
Yeah, you know, I'm just taking it by ear of seeing what Andrew and my training coach Tony Haynes they want to do. Them two right there working, giving me my meal plan and my workout plan. Man, they is not playing right now. This package, what I'm hoping that we can bring this year. I look good at Chicago, shredded, full, but with added extra pounds on me with that same condition or better. Oh man, the Olympia in trouble.
That reel that you tagged me in and you put out where you said like beware. I mean, you turn like your waist is like not even there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even there, and you're like all cut up and shredded. I mean, like because to a lot of people, if you're full, you're holding water or you're not quite conditioned. You're conditioned and you're full, and
Yeah.
you have a waist.
Yeah. So I'm really just trying to hold on to that mass. If I can stay like that,
Oh
um,
man, you looked amazing, man.
yeah, they finna have problems, you know. I understand Sean won, Kamal won, but this year we ain't got no champ.
Yeah, I mean that's right. That's right. You know they each have one, but the defending champions are going to be doing open, so it's vacant.
Yeah, you know, and I sit back and look at I pay attention to everything. And I'm looking at it like, okay, I look at certain people body parts, okay, he got legs, he got shoulders, he got a nice back of this and that. But if I bring a combination of all that right there, what can I do? Because I
Right.
ain't going, like I said, I don't want to play. I ain't trying to place top five. No, I ain't doing that. I don't want to place top six. Nah, I'm going in to straight up win. And how I'm working right now, yeah, it's looking good right now.
Absolutely. And again, I don't want to speak for anybody, but I will tell you, not that you need to hear it, but one of the guys that would tell you right now, right here, that you could win it is Sean Clarita, because that's the kind of guy that he is, and he
Yeah,
would do. You totally could do it.
yeah. Son, listen, I got much respect for Son. I'm
Mhm.
talking about much. Son is one of them guys here, man, see you, champ. I'm talking about he see what you capable of doing, but you just got to execute your own though.
Right.
When somebody else can see what you're capable of doing, that right there says a lot about you. You just got to bring it. And
Absolutely.
Son will tell you straight up like that. That's why I respect him.
Yeah, he's awesome, and you're awesome. Kamal's awesome.
Yeah,
And Lewis is awesome. So, all right. Well, thank you so very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it, you know, and give those guys over at Bible University some time. I hate to keep name dropping them, but I love the show. I'm like a fanboy of The Martian. I think he's awesome. I thought he was gonna win the All UK, but he's still got time. I think he's gonna do something at the Olympia. He's a monster, but he's great, and you're awesome. I think you're fantastic, and you might be the next 212 Mr. Olympia, and hopefully you'll do an interview with me then as well.
hey, I win a 212 Mr. Olympia. You got to be the first one. You know,
Awesome.
I got to do that.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you so very much for taking the time for Bo, Flex Diesel, Lewis, this is Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.